Hi there, welcome back. My name is Mark and we are driving the BMW to work because today is all about work. Just like tomorrow, just like the day after tomorrow and the day after that. It's a busy time and well, I haven't got any time to work on Ferrari or do anything else. So we have to improvise a little bit with our time. But that's life. We have to deal with it. I can't help it. And I have to focus on traffic, of course, but that's okay. A while ago I made a video and gave you a little insight in my daily life, and while the daily life is getting so busy that I don't have any time for the Ferrari, I decided maybe it's smart to continue that line, just to get to know each other a little bit better. It's been 2 years since I made my first video. My goal was 1,000 subs and I don't know what I was dreaming about. But in the meantime, I realized that video making is something I really like. I'm not really good at it, but that's okay. I'm learning every day and fuck it. Sorry, I forgot my sunglasses. And we're having a traffic jam, yay! Fucker me. So what I said, video making is something I really love. Playing with the camera is something I really love. And although I haven't got the real tools for it and the budget to buy a good camera or etc., slowly we are improving. And we're learning and we're just having fun, and I really don't care anymore about how many subs I would like to have. Of course it would be fun, like a milestone. The reality is, if you can't reach the milestone, you have to accept that the fun part should be good enough. And that means that I'm gonna make less videos in the future, because I'm gonna focus a little bit more on videos I want to make, not just to make them, but just I want to videos that are really cool. And I want to do some weird things, but the problem with weird things is that how? For example, I want to know how high this car can jump, but I simply can't do it because I just can't afford to destroy my car and I'm not experienced enough to do so. We got some cool stuff we're working on, but meanwhile I think it's better that I just for example, not every week a video, but every 2 weeks or every once in a while when I finish one and I'm pretty happy with it, and I'm just gonna upload it and see what happens. And I want to focus a little bit more on me. Who am I? What am I doing? How come I am the guy with low budget? Especially I want to show you guys that I am just a pleb, they call. So I'm working, I have to go to work every day, just like you, and I don't have any money. So that's one of the reasons why the Ferrari project is a little bit slow, is that it's a little bit over my budget. That means that you have to save some money and then you can continue, and that's when you don't have money growing out of your pocket. And you have to be a little bit more careful. So what are we up to right now? Work. That's one thing. Driving a lot. Done about 4,000 kilometers in the BMW. Haven't had the chance to really work on it, except for some experiments. And currently I'm following a course, theater sport. I don't know if you know what it is, but if you don't, search for it, try it. It's very fun. It's like improvisation course on theater. Yes, and really fun to do. And I'm currently on the search for an acting class for after the holiday season, because first we're gonna go to Italy. Again, all these things add up, take away time from working on a Ferrari. But the reality is I haven't got much to do on the Ferrari, simply because it has to go to gas for the engine, and that means we have to pay some big bills. But it will be okay, no, don't worry. Mainly because of this car, but we needed this one, and yeah, well, that happens.
2 hours later.
My first memory of Ferrari. I don't know, what's your first memory of Ferrari? I know as a little kid, I was about 3 years old. One of the first things I could say was the word Ferrari. According to my mom, it has always been Ferrari. And I remember back in the 80s, I think it was 87 or 88, I had my first encounter with a real Ferrari, and I was so hyped up. The virus injected me, and I've been a Ferrari guy ever since. And after the divorce, my mom divorced my biological dad in 89, I think. He tried in the first years to build a relationship with me. A different story, but he tried. We've been to a lot of car shows, and always I was about the Ferraris over there. So the virus got me hooked, and I knew back then in 92, 91, when I first started to learn about Formula One and Ferrari, that Ferrari was my brand, and I wanted one when I got older. I always said I have my first one before 30. I was 32 when I bought my first Ferrari, my first and only Ferrari. My first seat in a Ferrari, the part that I can remember, is about 2003. It was a meeting of 12 and a half years celebration of the Ascari Club. It's part of the Ferrari Club of the Netherlands, where guys, people like me, that at the time had no Ferrari, and but still want to join the Ferrari experience and help with the events, etc. They were given a chance to get in a Ferrari and have a drive. I took a seat in a Testarossa, a very nice one, very kind gentleman, explaining me a lot about the Testarossa. And after that, I got a drive in a 328 GTB, a very nice car and a very cool experience, of course. After that, it was a little bit quiet on the Ferrari driving side. I've been to a lot of events, but mainly on the side of the how do you call this one in English? The spectators side, until I got married in 2009, June 20th, 2009. Don't show my wife this fragment that I was thinking, because I was driving and then I so that's why my brain doesn't work right. But I rented my favorite Ferrari all time, the F355 Spider, a manual, but I prefer the F1 style gearbox, and I explained that many times before. I'm thinking differently about that one than other people, but everyone has his own preferences. So that was the second time I drove a Ferrari, and after that I knew I had to speed up the game to get my own one, my own 308. And like I said, 2012, when I was 32 years old, I bought my 308, knowing I would have to restore that thing. Couldn't wish or couldn't think that I would drive it first 8 years before I started restoring it. 7 years. So that's a blessing, that's a gift. Nevertheless, I should have taken a car course or something, because I have no idea what I'm doing, but that's life. Trial and error, I often say, and I really mean it. You have to do it, and then only after that you can decide if you can or cannot. Meanwhile, a lot have changed. I've obviously grown older, but that's okay. Life's good and life is fun. I wish I had to work a little bit less and do more things that I like, but hey, we have to pay it all. Meanwhile, I'm almost at my location I needed to be today. So I want to thank you for watching, and next time we'll see. I hope to get some time off this weekend so I can work, do some small jobs on the Ferrari, and hopefully I can give you an update on when it's going to Gus. Goodbye.